wanted to do a product review on the Frost King window insulation kit. And what this basically is, it's a plastic film that you can put over your windows in the wintertime, because obviously you're not going to open your windows, hopefully, in the wintertime. And it insulates, because we've got 5 windows in this room, and I can actually feel the cold and even kind of feel some of the breeze. Even though the window's closed, I can feel the cold through the window. Even it's double pane window, decent quality windows, but I can still feel the cold. And it makes this room colder when I've got 5 windows all doing that. So what this kit does is it's a plastic film that you put over the window. You're not going to open the window anymore, so you can't really get to it. It comes with a roll of double stick tape and some plastic sheeting that goes over the window. And I'll show you how you do that here in a minute. And it shrinks to the window. So the first step is to clean the window frame and then apply the double stick tape, which I've done. So there's the double stick tape on the window itself, on the window frame itself. So I'll peel off this paper backing once I'm ready to apply the plastic, and I'll show you how to heat shrink this to the window. First step is to take the backing off of the double stick tape. And I like to start at the corner, and I need my glasses, unfortunately. Take a little knife to get the paper started, because I never listened to my mom when she told me not to bite my nails. So I get this paper backing started. I take the top all the way off. And I like to open up the sheet when I do my windows. This is the 2nd year in a row I've done it now. And I open up the sheet, and it's basically just plastic. And I like to start in the corner and go across the top and then down the side, trying to keeping it as tight as I can. That way, when I use the heat gun to kind of shrink it, it'll shrink better. So I'm going to just start up here at the top left corner and get it on there. Go across the top. It's not an exact science, really. The main thing you want to do is to keep it tight as you go down. So kind of pulling down and then sticking it to the tape. And it's kind of tight right there. I'm going to do the other side so I can go all the way down the right-hand side as well. I just peel this down and then pull the plastic, again trying to keep it as tight as I can along from top to bottom. Go all the way down. So you can see that when you're first applying it, if you don't really push onto the double stick tape, it doesn't stick super well, so you can actually pull it off and reapply. So the trickier part is to do this side, where you want to pull it to the side and make it as tight as possible. So let me see if I can open up a little bit better. So ideally, taking the curtains and the blinds off is really helpful. But if I pull this down, and I like to pull it and then get it taped. So I pull it and kind of use the side of my hand and knife it in there. So it's fairly tight, not super tight, but fairly. I'll show you, and then I'll show you how you tighten it up once you get it on there. All the way down. So once I have it all taped to the window, I like to go over the edges just to make sure that the plastic is stuck to the double stick tape, and then trim the excess. Use my little box cutter knife, and it doesn't have to be exact. I mean, okay, so I've got plastic is on here, and it's fairly tight. You can kind of see how tight it is. Let me bring the camera over. So you can kind of see how tight it is, right? There's a little bit of play, and it's tighter at the top. But let me show you the magic. I will get my heat gun, also known as my wife's hairdryer. And then you just heat it, go over it on the high setting. You don't want to go too close because you're going to melt the plastic, but the idea what you want to do is you want to kind of shrink that plastic a little bit so it's a little bit tighter. So I'll just put it on high and show you how it works. There you go. That's all there is to it. So where it was kind of loose before, you can kind of see it's super tight now. So it's really well sealed. This window will not let as much cool air in. Probably a good idea to close the lock, which I didn't do because it's kind of poking a little bit, but that's all right. But that's how it works. It's not super expensive. The kit does a window, we'll do 9 windows from 42 to 62 inches, 42 inches wide by 62 inches tall, which mine are not that size, so I can trim it a little bit more. But it comes with everything you need. You don't need a heat gun. You can use your wife's hairdryer. That's how you use the window insulation shrink kit. My wife suggested it last year, and I tried it out, and we really noticed a difference, especially in this room that I'm standing in now. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them below. I'll put a link to this product down below, and make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, smash the bell, whatever they say, so you get notified when I do more videos. You also really don't need to worry about any wrinkles when you install the film over the tape, because get it as tight as you can, but any wrinkles or little bunches, when you take the heat gun to it or the hairdryer, those will actually shrink and they'll disappear. Another couple of things I like about this is, one, it's super easy to install, and two, you still get the light coming in, but just not the cold. So, thanks.